It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Check. 180.
Well, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that way. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Point it right. You can't block me. Hey, let go.
On third down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They run for the first time with Justice Hill, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check three.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Now a 1st down carry, it's Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
These two teams all tied after one. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play fake. Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 65 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On the draw, this is Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play that time out of Chubb. 74 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 27, Jackson going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Come on, QB, come on. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Yeah. 51. So we got man.
Jackson, options out left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 8-yard line.
951. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side. But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, they'll run with Champz. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and a couple, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46. Now Champz. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He finds Taylor. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 66 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It was Anthony Averett who got him down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. The 40. 20. 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Jackson From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mayfield to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On the ground, it's Champz. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And again, it's Champz. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Complete to number 42. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 9.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
180. Run. Protein spill.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run. Champz. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. On the carry, it's Champz. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Yeah.